Ryan in Memphis, next up on 3HL. Hey, Ryan, what's going on?
Hey, how y'all doing, guys? Just personally for Clay Travis. Clay, I'm a huge fan. Clay Travis, I have only one thing to say, and then I'm going to hang up and listen. I would like to personally thank you for allowing me to write my book, Say Goodnight Cat, because at least I have the balls to be a better person than you ever will be, Mr. Travis. So thank you.
Who is this? Who is this?
Where is he from?
Wow.
That
was Ryan in Memphis. What was the name of his book?
I don't know. I never heard of it.
I've never heard of anybody from Memphis named Ryan. I've never heard of a book.
You've never heard of a book?
What did he say?
But what did he say at the end?
We'll have to replay that later. Steve on the cell as we move on. Hey, Steve, what's going on?
He lit you up, man.
He did light you up.
Random people that I've never heard of before?
That was a drive-by.
And you don't even know what happened.
I honestly...
Your head's spinning.
I don't even know... I can't even think of a Ryan that I even...
Right, what
you're trying to think logically is that you don't know him.
I've never even heard of anybody. I don't recognize the voice. Calling in from Memphis?
Just take it. It was
unprecedented. What a start to the show.
It was a left hook.
Hey, you didn't duck.
You weren't even out of the corner.
I mean, I don't even know if I could call that a left hook. It's like if somebody called in and blamed me for sinking the Titanic. Like, oh, Clay Travis, you don't have the balls to sink the Titanic. Well, I don't know. It sunk 100 years ago. I have nothing to do with it.
Although the Red Sox sure celebrated.
I didn't put
the Titanic over the weekend.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, that was interesting after the 9-0 lead. Yeah, I put the iceberg out to sink the Titanic.
Oh, wow.
You weren't even out of the corner.
I don't even know what that meant. I mean, it's just like if somebody
know if it was talking about UT or what.
Let's regroup. We'll get Mickey in here and give you a pep talk.
That's like if somebody called in and said
Mickey Loomis?
No, Mickey, the quarterback.
Mickey Loomis. Maybe we need Mickey Loomis to put his headset on and translate what actually just happened.
I've listened to it twice and I don't know what he's saying.
It's completely we'll have to replay it.
We might have to deconstruct this call.
Does anybody, if you understand what was just said, can we play it again? As we go to break? Do we have time to play it as we go to break? Listen to this call.
Let's play it when we come back.
Okay, we'll play it when we come back. I want you guys to I have no idea what just happened.
I like it when you don't know things.
Ryan from Memphis, I'm just completely...
That is shocking.
So he got you.
I mean, in the sense that if somebody called in and said, like, you assassinated a Care Bear, I'd be like, well, you got me. But I didn't kill a Care Bear. I mean, if you want to call in and say, Clay Travis, I can't believe you...
Care Bear, huh?
Yeah, I can't believe you choked little Bo Peep to death this morning. I'd be like, well, that's pretty unexpected, too. Ryan from Memphis. Clay Travis, how in the world did you choke little Bo Peep to death today?
HL 1045, The Zone. Brent Doherty, Dwayne Bishop, Clay Travis with you, and Ryan in Memphis with the drive-by. Trying to figure out what was said, if you missed it, prior to the break. We got an interesting phone call. We're going to try to deconstruct this thing. What was said?
It was unintelligible.
What was the point? What was the
This
purpose?
is on the 3HL crew. I need you guys to put on your what's the Sherlock Holmes hats. The Sherlock Holmes and Watson all rolled into one. What is going on here in this call?
Just personally for Clay Travis. Clay, I'm a huge fan. Clay Travis, I have only one thing to say, and then I'm going to hang up and listen. I would like to personally thank you for allowing me to write my book, Say Goodnight Cat, because at least I have the balls to be a better person than you ever will be, Mr. Travis. So thank you.
Who is this? Who is this?
What book was that?
Say Goodnight, Mr. Katz.
Oh, I didn't say Mr.
Say Goodnight, Katz.
For allowing me to write my book, Say Goodnight Cat.
If you can't even understand.
It sounded like you said calf.
He's talking about his calf muscle?
No, that female caller that was all... Didn't she say that?
No, the female caller that was mad at me for talking about Dooley.
Yeah.
Stop.
Stop, yeah.
Stop. You need to stop. Do we still have her?
What was that book? Can you slow that down?
My book, Say Goodnight Cat.
I can't even tell.
Cat, that was
I'm going to go out on a limb here.
I don't know, but if I'm judging this boxing match, you just got waylaid.
First of all, I don't control whether or not people can write books. If people think out there you have to get my approval to write a book, that's not true. But we don't even know.
Well, that's what I've been waiting on.
You have the right to do it. I'll give you my okay. You don't have to call in.
That would be an awesome book.
It's a bad sign for the book, I would say, when the person who called in named the book, and we still can't understand what the book was called.
Yeah, he didn't do a
This
good
is a
job
poor marketing effort.
Yeah, that was not good.
And completely unintelligible in other respects. JT, do you have anything to add? Do you have any,
No, he's shaking his head no. 737-1045-866-492-ZONE. Suzanne on Twitter, you can hit us at 3HL1045. Say goodnight, cats. Hashtag Ryne in Memphis.
Is it a kid's book? Maybe a Wildcat fan?
Oh, animal lover.
Animal lover.
Saber-tooth tiger.
I like the saber-tooth tiger.
Maybe it's the Wildcat.
Talking about the tiger the other day, he was upset at me.
Yeah, because some people said it's not a saber-tooth tiger, it's a saber-tooth cat. They got upset when we called it.
That's true.
The guy who lives in Memphis is a Kentucky Wildcats fan.
Could be a Tigers fan.
Memphis Tigers.
Cats.
Could have Chris Vernon on to deconstruct that.
Chris Vernon would love that phone call.
Yes.
Oh, he would have lit him up.
We need to tweet that phone call. All right, Chris in Old Hickory might be able to help us with this. Hey, Chris, what's going on?
How's it going, fellas?
Good.
I think the guy might have been a little intoxicated. He was confused. Because first off, he's a big fan, Clay, and he wants to thank you.
There's so much variety there.
But at least he has the balls to not be like you. I don't know what sense that makes. He's a fan and he thanks you, but he doesn't want to be anything like you.
I don't even, that doesn't make any sense. Logically, you go from, I'm a big fan to, there's no consistency there.
He's confused you.
You don't even know what to say.
If you tried to put 4 sentences together in a call and you wanted to make them illogical, this would be like the template for your call. You could go like, Fruity Pebbles are great. The tiger is sad.
Yeah, maybe he's speaking in spy.
The lion, maybe he's activated a sleeper cell. Maybe we need to get the CIA on this.
Kevin on a cell phone. Hey, Kevin, what's up?
Hey, I'm from Kentucky. Just driving through Nashville, listening to your show. Do not pin that guy on us Kentucky fans. That guy was not a Kentucky fan.
You don't think so? Do you understand what he was saying, though?
I have no idea.
Even in slow-mo?
That's a bad sign. When you slow down the call and everybody, we've got hundreds of thousands of people out here listening, and nobody has any clue what was said, that is bad.
All right, Aaron, next up on 3HL. Aaron, help us out.
Hey, I just Googled it online, and it said I saw something about an LSU fan in Memphis that just wrote their debut book called Say Goodnight, Cassie. Cassie. I don't know if it's the same thing, but that's what I found on Google, a little detective work.
So Say Goodnight, Cass, he might have said.
Yeah, maybe. Say Goodnight, Cassie.
That's pretty good Google work. I've never heard of that book either.
JT, do you still have the part where he says what the title of the book is?
Yeah, replay that while Gator Googles.
For allowing me to write my book, Say Goodnight, Cass.
Say Goodnight, Cass?
It sounds like, I think I would go with cats if I was going to predict based on, like if we were doing a analysis.
All right, so let's try to figure out, what Say Goodnight, Cats would be about.
That's why I'm assuming it's like Say Goodnight, cat. Say Goodnight, comma, cats. Or Say Goodnight, period, cats with an exclamation point would probably sell pretty well in Kentucky.
Ryan Hancock. That's your boy.
No idea. Means nothing. What's he do?
He's the author.
Ryan Hancock's the author
right.
So this is an actual book? You guys have tracked down information?
Yeah.
What's it about?
Say Goodnight, Cassie, the story of the 2011 LSU Tigers.
Well, that's a bad ending. Maybe that's the reason why they didn't play so well.
Say Goodnight, Cats.
They had a guy writing a book who they couldn't understand the title about.
And to promote that book, he calls a show on perhaps the most influential sports talk station in the SEC footprint and just vilifies one of the hosts.
But I can even handle vilify. It's like, look, if somebody calls in, they're like, Clay, you're an idiot. Look, we can handle that. But at least that's a position. Like, I can understand, like, that person is a hater, like, or they don't like me. Like, I can understand that perspective.
He did manage to work in a word that rhymes with Vols on the air. So maybe that'll sell his book.
He began by saying he loved me. But then he began by saying that I control the publishing universe, which is, first of all, I would love if that was the case.
Man, you gave a lot of mixed signals out there.
All right, let's go back to UT football. This guy is so bad that...
It's like a girl trying to break up with you. She really just want to say I was dumping you.
Mixed signals?
Yeah. You're like, I don't know if she's dumped me or what.
So you're saying women offer up mixed signals?
Boy. Man.
That's not possible. Brian in Hendersonville. Hey, Brian.
Yeah, it'd be like that girl that's on the AT&T commercial that calls and tell the guy she's giving him the silent treatment.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Well, first of all, Clay, I thought he was saying take a nightcap. So I guess I was way off.
Like a nightcap. Do people still wear nightcaps?
I don't know. I thought a nightcap was a drink, though, but
I can handle a night. Trust me, I do a lot of nightcaps.
Spencer, as that guy said, he sounded like he was intoxicated, but I thought that's what it was.
Great, 1045 the zone. Appreciate you listening. Hang on. There you go.
JT, you've tracked down. Play this call again. This is pretty good detective work by JT. JT is an internet sleuth. You can't give anything past it.
JT's figured it all out.
This is the first
like
call.
Dateline JT.
This is the first call we had who had we couldn't figure out anything, and now we have tracked it down. Let's see.
This is personally for Clay Travis. Clay, I'm a huge fan. Clay Travis, I have only one thing to say, and then I'm going to hang up and listen. I would like to personally thank you for allowing me to write my book, Say Goodnight Cat. Because at least I have the balls to be a better person than you ever will be, Mr. Travis. So thank you.
Who is this? Who is this?
That was the most nonsensical.
All right. We were baffled by what was going on here. JT, what have you uncovered? Via sleuthing. And also...
Via sleuthing?
Yeah, sleuthing. That's a fancy word for detecting.
Right. Why don't you just say detecting? We got people who don't know those
sleuthing.
words.
Sleuthing is more of like a dignified thing. JT is a dignified researcher.
I found the book just by Googling.
You found the book.
But I found the guy's website, and thanks to an emailing...
He has his own website?
I found him on Twitter, and he was talking about you and about he was about to come on Clay Travis's radio show.
What did he say? Because this is what somebody just tweeted to me. Matt Huff says, this is from Ryan, who called in earlier. He says
from Memphis.
Ryan from Memphis on Twitter. In a few minutes, I'm going to expletive on Clay Travis. You've been warned, Nashville. This is expletive on me. You've been warned, Nashville. And Matt Huff says in response, I mean, he did warn us. He
said he was going to poop on you?
Yeah, he said he was going to poop on me.
Well, how many people did he warn?
Oh, I don't know.
With that tweet?
Well, a lot of people he follows more people than follow him.
He is a Tennessee sports writer, Colts LSU, Saints, humorist, author, according to his...
I'm questioning the humor aspect of it after that call.
I like that.
After that call, I'm going to question the sense of humor.
All right, Rick in Brentwood next up on 3HL. Hey, Rick, what's going on?
I was just throwing in my 2 cents about the guy from Memphis. I hope he's a better writer than he is a public speaker.
You weren't impressed.
Yeah. That's all I got to say about that one. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you, Rick.
I think he had a few drinks.
You think so?
Started early, man. Hit the bottle early.
Please, he's a writer. He's at home all the time.
Oh, yeah, writers.
Writers do like to drink. It's true.
Sports writers.
Doesn't matter.
Hemingway
was a big drinker.
It inspires the mind.
All right, let's go to line one. I think we have Ryan in Memphis again.
Ryan, how y'all doing?
What's up?
How y'all doing, guys? I mean, everybody, you know what? Everybody asked me about, I think everybody who follows me just asked me about what did I say on the air. And I was like standing outside of a bar watching, Chelsea and Barcelona, take on, play in the Champions League soccer match. So I really couldn't formulate all my opinions in one swoop. But it is true. I am writing a book.
Wait, you're writing a book? I thought you wrote a book.
No, I'm writing one. It's coming out later this year. It's called Say Goodnight Cassie, which is it tells the story of the LSU Tigers, the 2011 LSU Tigers. I already signed the deal for the book in January.
Okay. Well, congratulations. So, but
all right, but you tweeted out. Call. Yeah, you tweeted out earlier. Let's see. You said basically that you were going. Is he still there?
Yeah.
You said you were going to poop on me on the air, and then so we were confused. What exactly is going on?
But you also said that Clay inspired you to write the book.
Yeah, it's kind of, I was conflicted.
Yeah, the reason why I said that is because back in August of last year, one of your writers, I believe, and it was a female, she had wrote an article about the 12 quarterbacks in the SEC, which we had 12 members in the SEC at the time. But she wasn't even talking about their quarterback ability. She was talking about their looks. And I felt
The
like,
article was called "Which SEC quarterback is the hottest from the perspective of a woman." That
You didn't write that?
No, that infuriated you.
Yeah, because look,
You were just furious. You just couldn't handle the idea that a girl might rank guys on how good looking they are.
Clay, Clay, I know girls gonna rank guys on how good they look.
You never look at cheerleaders and think, man, that cheerleader is better looking than that other cheerleader.
I have looked at cheerleaders. But
well, then I'm infuriated by you.
Let me finish and then I'll let you talk. I'm gonna tell you, no, just let me say this, and I'm being very honest.
Okay.
I know a lot of girls who know a lot about football, who know a whole lot more than I do. In fact, the girl who I named the book after, Cassie Roberts, probably knows a lot more about football than you ever will know. And it's infuriating to me. The reason why I found it infuriating is because not all women, even though women do rank guys by hotness, for a sports blog, having something like that on the blog, having something like that on a sports blog, it's just going to make people think, oh, women don't know anything about football. I've talked to a lot of girls.
You think that when somebody saw that, they thought this is a representative of all women everywhere?
No,
and
that's what inspired him to write this book.
That inspired you to write the book? The ranking of the hotness of the male quarterbacks?
Yes. I mean, you're not even talking like, and the girl who I named the book after, Cassie, she even told me this. She said, look, I don't care how ugly that quarterback is looks-wise. If he can throw a rope, if he can throw a football 30 or 40 yards, he has my support. And I think that.
And you think other women out there saying, I want the better-looking quarterback who loses as opposed to the ugly quarterback who's good.
That's not what I'm saying. It's like that, column right there, it just showed stupidity. That was the reason why.
But it's the purpose of the column is
show stupidity. Is that what you said?
The purpose of the column is a girl decided that she would rank, like guys rank all the time, the hotness of cheerleaders or the hotness of different campuses. She said, I'll rank the hotness of SEC quarterbacks, which honestly is actually a subtle play upon men ranking women based on their attractiveness. You see, it's like spinning the other side of the coin.
I'm not dumb, I'm not dumb. But that one column.
That entire column motivated you to write a book.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's a positive thing that we can take.
I'm glad that we were so inspiring to you.
Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate you. 737-1045.
Good Lord.
Don't infuriate Ryan,
All right, so we're going to transition
write another book.
From Ryan in Memphis to David Poyle.
Whatever you do, don't ever allow a woman to talk about good-looking men because it's infuriating to Ryan, evidently.
But again, it encouraged him to write a book, and that's a good thing.
An entire book. He's not dumb. No matter what you might think, he's not dumb. You heard him.
Hey, but this girl knows more than Cassie.
She might well do. Look, I don't claim to be able to sit up
more than him.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Trust me. He wrote an entire book to push up on a woman?
That seems like a lot of effort.
Well,
that's what I took from all that.
Well, maybe he doesn't have good looks.
Maybe that's why he was so offended.
He's got good penmanship.
Hope he's got a strong arm. Bright wrist.
Ryan in Memphis to David Poyle. That's the transition 3HL
Unexpected
to make, yes. And again, you can follow us on Twitter. Hit us up with messages there at 3HL1045. Woo! Preds and Phoenix, that's your round two matchup. We'll talk about that. And David Poyle also named a finalist for GM of the Year in the National Hockey League. We'll discuss it with him. David Poyle next on 3HL1045 The Zone. Jonathan in Brownsville next up. Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Clay, just wanted to let you know that you have offended my wife in such a manner that she wants to go and write a book based on the hotness of the average caller into the zone. I think she said her number one was going to be Art.
Probably right.
Well, you got to be careful. People are going to be furious. So you got Art as the overall number one seed on hottest zone callers?
Yep. Number two was Kenny the mailman, even though Kenny's on a hiatus and we haven't heard from him in a while.
We haven't heard from Art or Kenny.
Well, yeah, I hope they're both still okay.
And number three was Hosey, and I think number four was, I can't remember who she said number four was. I didn't even make the list, so I just thought I'd let you all know that
Southside.
There's going to be a 3HL, caller book come out, and, we're going to try to get in touch with all these guys and get pictures and, do a little bio.
Like a 3HL listener calendar?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really funny idea, I think. We've talked about doing a 3HL calendar before.
Thank you, Jonathan.
How y'all doing?
Be careful, though, because people will take that so serious they'll be infuriated for months, and they'll write entire books about your wife's book, ranking the callers.
Somebody made a 3HL rap song.
We need to play that. It actually was pretty interesting. I mean, do you have it, JT?
Mad skills.
Jonathan from Brownsville suggested a listener, a 3HL crew member, if you will, calendar.
I actually like this idea as charity. We were talking about it during the break.
Yeah, awesome idea.
He tweeted out his 12 to at 3HL1045. Be sure to follow us. He wrote, these are the 12. Number 1, Art. Number 2, Kenny the Mailman. Number 3, Hosey. Number 4, Dixie. Number 5, Matt Jones.
Oh, where was Southside?
Number 6, Southside.
Oh.
Number 7, Jonathan from Brownsville. He included himself in the mix. Number 8, Parking Lot John. Number 9, Miss Jessie P.
Well, that would sell some. She's already in a calendar.
And then the 3 of y'all make up the calendar. Let's get it done. And he said, by the way, you could replace Matt with Verno.
Verno's funnier. I could tend to go Verno. I like this idea. I mean, I think it could be really, really awesome if we did a calendar, kind of a ridiculous calendar to raise money. Like, I think we could sell a ton of them with a caller calendar. With us, obviously, we would also dress up.
Seriously.
Dress up means what?
Dress up in what?
I could put my UT,
Shorts on?
my UT Speedo.
Can I wear a unitard?
Or I'll wear, that's
like the King Kong Bundy?
Yeah, the King Kong Bundy, like the one that Sacha Baron Cohen wore at Cannes when he was premiering Borat, but like the lime green
Borat,
whatever you want to call it. I'm not Russian. I don't pronounce his name correctly. I don't want those Russian mobsters who are holding Radulov hostage to hold me hostage either. So I apologize, Mother Russia. I love everyone in Russia, especially the gangsters with Uzis
But you don't love
and chemical plants.
And all the guys that were in Rocky IV.
All of them.
737-1045. 866-492-ZONE. Blanket Safe would be in that calendar. I don't know about the two of us.
I don't know. Mess around with you guys, man. I need to hit the gym.
Oh, you're blaming us.
Yeah. Hanging out with Clay, going to the games, having a few beers with Rad.
Fernando Boyd Green says, I could design, this is a really funny tweet, but he says, I could design the calendar. That's what I do. So there are people who make a living.
That's what he does?
Yeah, that's what's so funny about it. Fernando Boyd Green. If there are people out there who design calendars, like that's a job. Calendar designer.
Like that's our LinkedIn profile?
Yeah.
Calendar designer? We had a lot of people tweeting us about Ryan and Memphis's call earlier. And we're going to replay that call probably at 5:45 in case you missed it.
We had 2 calls, neither one of which makes any sense at all. This is maybe the most ridiculous. We had it in the first segment? It's rare that a call is
It was early.
It was early, yeah.
It's so absurd that you have no clue what's going on.
The return call was right up against David Poyle. So we had to transition from Ryan in Memphis to David Poyle, who's up for GM of the Year in the National Hockey.
It was a big transition, big leap.
And he called back.
Then he called back.
Eric writes on Twitter, Ryan in Memphis is the epitome of writers with awful content. If you take yourself too seriously, you have no hope. Hashtag pray for Ryan. Krista writes, he's just pissed that George Jefferson wasn't ranked the hottest SEC quarterback.
The SEC hotness of SEC quarterback article was written by a woman who writes for the site. She's pretty funny, and it was in August.
I don't remember it.
That was a long time ago.
So this guy is so angered by the hotness of the SEC quarterback. I don't remember. I mean, it was written very funny.
Who was
like
number one, like Tyler Bray because he has a back tattoo.
We can pull it up on.
No, he wasn't.
Like, is he furious that? Like today, I wrote an article from the perspective of Derek Dooley's orange pants. Ryan from Memphis, is the kind of guy who's like, this is ridiculous. Pants can't talk. Well, that's true. You have completely defeated the. It's entertainment.
Fake Clay Travis on Twitter. Clearly, this guy wrote his book to get in Cassie's pants. Which was my summation while he was on the segment.
So someone pretending to be me stole your joke on Twitter?
Evidently.
Yeah.
Big Perm. This is the most absurd call in the history of 3HL.
That's saying something.
That is quite a statement there.
I don't know.
Is Art, by the way, let me put out an APB for Art. Art was one of our first callers, and I don't know that we've heard from him in when was the last time Art called? Do you guys remember?
Man,
I was thinking about this last night. This is what I do in my free time. I was thinking, I haven't heard from Art, and I haven't heard from Buddy. And Buddy has the heart issues in the past, so I want to make sure they're okay. Art is 74-year-old security guard. Somebody could have gotten the drop on him. I want to make sure that both Art and Buddy are okay. So Art and Buddy, 737-1045. We want to hear from you. It's 5 o'clock. You should be done with work. Or if you're Art or Buddy's friend and you can report that they're okay. I was just thinking, I want to make sure that they're okay. 737-1045. All right.
Brad on Twitter, what do you call an idiot with a pen and paper? Ryan.
That's pretty funny.
That's tough.
That's a good line.
Eric writes, Ryan's attempt to impress us with his I'm watching the Chelsea game did not go unnoticed. Hashtag I see you, Ryan.
Unexpected to call. I'm going to be honest. I didn't expect for him to. It did not surprise me that he said he'd been drinking. It surprised me that he said he'd been drinking while watching soccer. That was
he didn't say he'd been drinking. He said he was outside of a bar.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the bar and not drinking,
well,
then
I know, but
I go to the bar.
Go by what he says.
I'm giving him the defense of just saying that he was drunk, because if he was sober saying these things, then this is even more scary.
737-1045-866-492-ZONE. We have a 3HL rap song. We'll play that for you when we come back. One of the 3HL crew made this up, and we appreciate that. This is 3HL 1045 The Zone. Somebody made a 3HL rap song. We're going to play that this segment. And Kim Kardashian dating Kanye West.
I thought that's been going on for a while.
Yeah, but now they're public with it. They're holding hands in public.
Well, if there's one man who knows about that, we are happy to report that Art is now with us. Art, how you doing?
Hey, guys. I missed you. Been awful busy. Blaine, I hear you've been talking about me. Is this true?
Huh?
In a positive way, Art. We want you to be in our calendar.
Yeah, no doubt.
We want you to be in the 3HL listener calendar. Jonathan in Brownsville had the idea.
Do you have a swimsuit, Art?
Yeah, but it probably don't fit no more.
Even better.
What do you mean by don't fit?
Well, it's been probably 15 years since I had it on.
So you're saying you're too big now? Or you've lost weight since then?
You know, I used to be thin and trim.
Would you be, here's a question. Would you be in our calendar wearing your belt with your gun and a swimsuit?
Yeah. Can I put a hat on?
You can wear a cap as well of your choice. Team that you want to root for.
I think a fedora, something like that.
Would you do it, Art? We're going to try to raise money in charity. Would you commit to the calendar?
You wouldn't get no money from me.
You don't have to buy it. We'll give you one for free.
My God, no way they'd give me any money.
I know that you were.
Why would we want to give any money for that?
No, not you giving the money, Art. Other people would buy.
You're going to be in the calendar.
You will just be in it. You don't have to pay anything. All you have to do is show up and wear your outfit and smile for the camera.
You're a sales piece.
You're the candy. You're the sex tiger for the calendar.
Oh my.
Yeah. What would your listeners say about that?
Well, you have a way with women, so I think we would sell millions.
I got a way with women?
Yeah.
You need to tell my wife that.
Well, which wife?
The one I'm with.
Oh.
All right. What do you think, Art, about, did you ever get below a 1.9 GPA?
Well, it wasn't real smart. I mean, I was for the sports deal, but I'd say pretty close. I'm probably like about a 2, maybe.
So you beat the UT football team, though.
What?
What do you think about Kanye West and Kim Kardashian dating?
Well, I mean, you know, if that's what she wants, she'd date me.
You'd date Kim Kardashian?
Is that a female?
Yeah, it's not Kim Kardashian.
Oh, yeah. Kim Kardashian. She's very good looking.
Our listeners everywhere, all 8 of them, are wondering, where have you been?
All 8 of them? Is that the only listeners I got? 8?
Yeah, according to our research.
I've had more people come up to me and tell me, say, are you Art of Love? You guys tell them where I worked at, and they'll coming up there and just like, I'm a celebrity, are you?
That's why we need you in the calendar, which is why I'm so glad you've agreed to do it, right?
I reckon.
Yeah, but where have you been? I still want to know that. You haven't called any of our shows in a long time.
Well,
you've been busy. You working?
My stepson, you know, right before he got his income tax, he wanted to get him a place, and he stayed with us about 3.5 months until he finally found a place that he could, you know, put some money down and afford to get him straightened out. We've been kind of helping him get him some furniture and get him moved in, and he's like a kid with a new toy, and I'm so proud of it. But we've been kind of busy on that, and then my lawnmower went down, and I had to go buy a lawnmower. But, you know, there's things around the house that I had to do, you know, like a honey-do list here or whatever. But, no, I mean, I tried to call you a couple of times, and I couldn't get through, but that's why they don't want to talk to me anyhow.
Art, well, we're going to keep you in tune, but you're committed now, right? Because I'm going to pull up Jeremy here. Jeremy, can we get Jeremy and Art together?
You're a terrible salesman. You get the yes once and move
on.
Who's
Jeremy?
Jeremy is the photographer who's going to do our calendar. Jeremy, are you there?
I believe so.
Jeremy, what kind of your artist, you've heard Art here, what kind of motif are you thinking for the calendar when it comes to Art's role?
Motif.
Oh, when it comes to Art's role, I think we've definitely got to go with the
back page.
The cap, the holster, and a half bikini sounds great.
Like, can we get like a leopard rug or something like that?
Like a
Absolutely.
Leopard rug. Remember, or maybe a polar bear rug?
No, we have one in our office. We have a leopard rug in our office. We could use it.
Even better.
I think that's a good idea.
Probably
The less cost we have involved in it, the more money we can raise for charity.
That's true. Less cost.
You really think you will get money for charity? They probably would. They feel sorry. Look at that. I said, look at that old man.
I think Art.
Well, you're not the only guy in the calendar. Jonathan suggested you, Kenny the mailman, Hosey, Dixie, Matt Jones, Southside, Jonathan from Brownsville, Parking Lot John, Miss Jessie P, and the three of us.
Yeah, and what month would I get? December?
When's your birthday? When's your birthday?
October.
You get October.
There you go.
I get October.
Good call, Blake.
Yeah, October 12th.
What day in October is your birthday?
12th?
15.
You almost missed your own birthday, Art.
All right, Art.
You're Libra, huh?
All right, so you're in.
We're going to get this done, okay?
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, good hearing from you.
Good to make me look like a damn fool again this year, like you did last year.
We would never do that, Art.
Hey, you would.
Art, we don't look very. We don't look the opposite of foolish.
Yeah,
we're going to be in the same
do,
calendar.
All you have to do is stand next to us or be in a month close to us.
Which gun do you think would make the most sense?
Well, I don't know. Probably this 9 I got.
The right or the left?
I'm left-handed, so it's on my left side.
Yeah, I like it. We're good. We're good to go.
Thank you, Art.
Thanks.
737-1045-866-492-ZONE.
Art's in. I know y'all would buy. I'd buy.
You really like this idea.
I love the idea. I think we could raise. I'm serious.
Yeah.
You think we can raise money?
Yeah, I do. I think we could sell a ton of these.
Think Dixie would be in it?
Oh, but of course.
Yeah, I think everybody who we named would be willing to be in the calendar.
But she has to wear, she's going to wear her little mask to pick Suey on the nose.
Oh, the little nose mask?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. HL 1045 the Zone at the HL 1045 on Twitter. Brent, Blaine, and Clay hanging out with you. Jason on Twitter. Yeah, UT season ticket sales are down. Worst economy since the Depression. Gas prices sky high. What the F do you expect? Why so angry, Jason?
Why so many excuses? Look, the economy's not good. Alabama's expanding their stadium. Gas prices are high. LSU's expanded their stadium. Titans.
Well, I just don't understand the answer.
Season tickets. Because, I don't either.
What other things in life are guys like that angry about? And how angry are they?
Everything. That's why I don't like to get on the interstate.
Because you like a 95-year-old?
No, because I drive fast. I want to fly everywhere, but I don't get that angry.
You do drive fast. We're coming back from the golf tournament. I'm sitting there in the second to leftist lane. Is that a word? And here comes like,
I don't, but I'm not.
Like it's the Autobahn.
I'm not an angry driver.
I was going like 80.
Well, I was making sure we got back in time. I'm not an angry driver, but like if I get cut off, like some people want to like get angry and like cut people off.
Yeah, and like shoot people.
Yeah, inevitably, if we throw a car, like if you're treated wrongly in a social setting, and the 3HL theory is it only takes like 4 calls for somebody to say, well, I would just pull a gun.
There's a guy with his hand on his weapon right now who just got cut off in traffic.
And he's thinking like, I'm thinking about just shooting this tire out. Like legitimately thinking. Now he might not do it. He probably won't do it. But he's about to go Dukes of Hazzard, Rasco P. Coltrane on you and pull pistol out the window and start shooting at your tire because you just cut him off in rush hour traffic.
Oh, man. That's a lot. There's some crazy people out there.
Mm-hmm. Or they're just really mad because we talked about the season ticket number.
But I do not like coming up on somebody in the fast lane and they are driving slow.
That's
that infuriates.
That's the worst.
But that's just unacceptable. I mean, I'm in favor.
No one in front of them. No one on the side of them.
That's over. My theory all along has been that those people are who the cops should pull over. If you are driving in the left lane and there are 20 cars backed up behind you, you are the one who causes the aggressive driving because everybody else has to shift the lanes. So it's not the speeders that cause the trouble. It's knucklehead in the far left lane.
But I have no clue.
And how do you not know that rule? If you can look over your shoulder and you can't see the end of the cars behind you, and you look straight ahead and you can't see the car in front of you.
They're not looking.
That's an issue.
Eyes on the road, 12 and 10.
Brad and I were in the car the other day, Brad, our boss, program director, and we were driving, and that happened. There was somebody really slow in the fast lane. I get really irritated. I pull around, get really mad, look over, 2 nuns.
Yeah, and then you just keep on going.
2 nuns.
That's nuns, man.
But I mean, then I felt like really bad, like I'm going straight to, where, for even being upset. Really forced me to reevaluate things.
But, sometimes you just gotta say, man, so you gotta take the keys, man.
So you would still be mad at the nuns?
I look at them like, come on, serious?
Craig Chandler on Twitter says, I will purchase at least 20 calendars to give to people I don't want to give gifts to, but have to. Oh, that's awesome. It's a very funny idea.
That's awesome.
And it's for charity.
We all have that rolling around here. Month 12. Chris writes, Turbo has to be in the calendar.
Oh, Turbo, 100%.
J. Kell on Twitter, Buddy needs to be
Buddy
in the
has to
calendar.
be in, too.
Haven't heard from Buddy in a while.
Guy who's been sneaking up lately, GMoney, really clutch caller lately. And also Michelle, female caller. Might need a few more females. We got Dixie.
Dustin, Mark Howard on a stripper pole could finally be utilized.
I don't think Mark would do it, but if he was willing, we would love to have him as a cameo.
Parking Lot John next up on 3HL. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
You sound sober, Parking Lot John. Proud of you.
Well, no, do it, Troy Polamalu. Ask me again.
Okay, who's the safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Dixie.
Would you be in the same photo with Dixie for the calendar, Parking Lot John? I know you guys have a thing.
And that's what I'm going for. I'm thinking we could split a page and slide Turbo in, put a before picture. A before picture of Dixie going into like the Fayetteville, Arkansas Walmart.
So now we've got to make this calendar happen. We need to fly to Fayetteville.
No, we're not gonna take trips. I don't think this isn't the Sports Illustrated swimsuit calendar. I'm thinking that we get a. Although I will be topless in here, perhaps.
Except we're not going to the Caribbean. We're going to Walmart in Fayetteville.
I'm thinking, Parking Lot John, that we need a hog, like a motorcycle, with you on the front and Dixie holding on to you from the back.
I got to get my beard going, man.
Well, I don't want you to drive the motorcycle. You'll be stationary for the picture. I don't want you drunk driving the motorcycle.
Good call again, Clay. You're the man.
I don't know what he said. This is the second caller that I can't understand what they're saying.
You're the man. So I got out of that.
GMoney next up on 3HL. Ask and ye shall receive. What's up, GMoney?
What's up, baby? I just got in my car, man, and I heard my name called, and then I heard Clay you all talking about nuns in the left hand. Now, I got a funny story about nuns. Just so you know, I am a local comedian in town. So I do perform on stage. So I like to do just random off-the-wall stuff. Like, I saw two nuns at the airport, and I went up to them, and I was like, hey, do you know where I can find some tea bags? And so I went along with the whole tea bagging thing, and I was just like, do you know what tea bags is? So it's just hilarious to try to keep a straight face knowing I'm talking about something with a sexual content.
You're going straight.
Nuns. You went straight blue with us, G-Money.
You're going straight to H-E-L-L.
By the way,
I also like to do dumb stuff like, y'all know the show QVC, right? Where they be selling a little fake jewelry and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fake jewelry?
Well, whatever. It ain't something you're going to buy at Dennis and Diamond, one of your competitors, I'll tell you that.
Or Brentwood Jewelry and Gifts.
But I like to call them up sometimes, and they, I call them up and they be like, hey, thank you for calling QVC. My place your order. I'll be like, no, I'm just looking.
But what do you think? What do you think, G-Money, about Turbo? Does he deserve to be in the calendar, or you think Turbo Sports Network lost credibility, would hurt the credibility of the calendar?
Oh, yeah, y'all got to completely cut ties. He is like a bad relationship or somebody that treats a woman bad. And anytime they can get any negative any negative feedback, that's still feedback to them, and they equal it as good. So y'all have to erase Turbo out of your vocabulary. That dude has lost all credibility. If you're gonna put him in a calendar, you need to put him on one of them calendars with obscure holidays, like today is German Green Beer Day or something like that. That's where he belongs.
That's a good idea. Although Turbo takes a lot of heat, but Turbo is very, very entertaining.
Turbo's awesome. I'm going to vote pro Turbo on the calendar. What about Lucas here, who wants to? Yeah, Lucas, you there?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Lucas?
Hey, so I just want to make sure that as the originator of the mental imagery of Mark on a stripper pole, that I get proper credit.
You deserve the credit. Lucas called a while ago. Do you have Lucas on the Mark on a stripper pole on your computer there, JT?
Yeah. Why would you want to put a stripper pole up in that room? Like, do you really want to see Mark Howard up on that thing?
I mean, that's well done, JT. Good job, Lucas.
Just the idea of Mark and that horse shack body hair that he's got.
The mental images are too much. I heard Mark said he was faster than Kellen Moore.
Better athlete.
More athletic.
Better athlete.
Yeah,
I'm gonna, I thought about this all day. It's close, but I think Kellen Moore would beat Mark Howard in a 40. You guys? You got Mark or Kellen?
I don't know. I was about to say something really bad.
I'm going to leave it alone. Scott writes,
Kellen Moore would dust me. I think I could take Mark in the 40. So in the athlete competition, I don't think Mark, if Mark could beat me in a 40, that would be
outstanding.
I got the
Titans, I don't know. I mean, you didn't
beat
even finish the last time you ran a 40.
I know. I tore my quadricep.
Yeah.
So Mark would have won.
I would bet that he would have torn something on his legs too.
My buddy Scott says, my picture needs to be made with Carl Dean, mayor versus mayor. Think Carl Dean would be in the calendar?
No, I do not.
3HL1045.
It's for charity.
Every once in a while we get people that take their time to create something for us, and sometimes that is in the form of a song. And someone sent along a copy of a rap song, I think, that they made, right, JT? And yeah, we'll give them credit at the end. Let's see if it's good first. All right, you ready? Hit it.
3HL 1045 in the zone, we're going live on the L from 3 to 6, 3-hour lunchtime, make a wish. Play gon' cause some controversy and bring us the mayor. Blame is the former Titan, so you better keep it there. You got fans from all over, but Ryne in Tennessee. Just pick up the phone and call me, and if you disagree, it's about to go down. So you just listen up, play and blame. 3HL, hold your 3 fingers up. Hey. Beating like percussion, what's the topic of discussion? Whether it's about the CBS or NFL concussions, 3HL, they got it covered. Stories they uncover, JT keeps it all together. It's like 3HL forever. Oh, listen on the radio, follow up on Twitter. 3HL, they in the zone, taking all the heavy hitters. Shout out Vandy and the Commodores, UTK the Power T, and Blu-ray the nation's voices. King, bow down your majesty. 3 p.m. the wait is over. 3HL is taking over. Buckle up the safety belt till the show is over. They gon' give you everything until they think you've had enough. Number 1 sports talk in the nation, but got 3 fingers up. Hey.
This was awesome. This was really good.
That was hot.
All right, do you think it's awesome just because they wrote a song about us, or do you think people listening to that, sitting in traffic, thought that was good?
Well, we have loaded the line, so let's run through really quick, and we'll give people a chance to give their feedback, I guess. And we've also got to play the opposite to that song, in my opinion, which is Ryan from Memphis' call to begin the show today.
It's been a crazy day.
We're going to keep playing that song, I think.
David and Franklin. Hey, David, what's up?
Hey, guys, thanks for taking my call. Just real quick, if you really want to make money on the calendar, you need to make a making of video to go with that calendar and sell some DVDs of that. Because these people are a lot more interesting when they're animated, not just a picture of them.
Oh, that's a great idea.
As for the song, wow. If it was about me, I think I'd love it, but it wasn't. So I've got to, if I was on the bandstand, I'd give it like a 20.
A 20 out of what?
100?
20? Out of 100, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, David. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it.
No, I thought it was good.
Dang, I thought it was too. Man.
I thought it was really well done.
Murphy in the Boro. Hey, Murphy.
What's up, fellas?
What do you know, man?
So I don't know. American Bandstand, I give it a 75. That's pretty good. But I think the cover needs to be maybe Clay's picture. I'm seeing Clay's head photoshopped in with the Bobby Petrino neck brace and the bruises.
You know what would be funny is if I did the Bobby Petrino, if I put on the neck brace like Petrino, like a Arkansas Sugar Bowl hat. That's a great idea.
And then the other idea, I don't remember who it was, but the guy who called in about the managed hunt, who was that?
Oh, managed hunt, yeah.
We couldn't understand him. Well, I don't remember who. It was Don from Donaldson or something. Wasn't it the drunk guy?
And on the driving stuff, I hate that, what you're talking about earlier, but I was over in Germany on the Autobahn, and you know what the German rules are? If you rear-end somebody, the person that got rear-ended is at fault, not you.
Well, that would change the driving rules.
Thank you, Murphy. Appreciate you. All right, so out of 10, let's do it out of 10 and out of 100 because the numbers are too high. My brain can't handle it. All right, so 7.5 out of 10 and 2 out of 10 on the song.
Oh, some people didn't like it.
Yeah, Daniel in Gallatin. Hey, Daniel, what's up?
Hey, I thought the song was pretty good. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. But what I called about was the calendar. You guys definitely got to make it happen. You're hyping it up very well. I'm interested to see the picture of Parking Lot John and Dixie. But before I go by it, I want to know how and this is for Clay. How is body paint going to be incorporated into this calendar we have?
It can't be body paint on men, right? We got to get at least, we got to have some sizzle for the calendar. And I don't think that we're the sizzle. Miss Jessie P from the Titans, I don't know if she has the right to her likeness. Could she be in the calendar if she wanted to?
I don't know how that works.
Could we get,
Yeah, she can do anything she wants. She was just in the dancing competition.
Yeah, that's right.
You can be on
so yeah, we do need to have some sizzle. And body paint potentially could be involved.
Who won that dancing competition?
I heard McGrath.
Gerald McGrath won?
Well, I don't know if he won, but he beat Jesse P, so I'm assuming they were the top two. I was just following somebody on Twitter who said that. So I don't know if that's true or not. Jesse P or McGrath called in.
That's what he does. He does that on Twitter, too. Mark in Nashville. Hey, Mark.
Hey, I'd give the song a 9.
Okay.
I just got in the truck and was listening, though. I told the screener, I said, I'll pay $100 for Mark and Clay to run a 40-yard dash. I'll donate it to charity, whichever charity.
If I got beat by Mark, I would be crushed. It'd be the most crushing athletic defeat since last year's kickball season.
Speaking of, you have a game tonight, right?
10 o'clock. It's like West Coast. I don't know if they got to change it for television time or what. We got bumped.
Man, I'm getting a lot of people requesting to hear it again.
The song?
Yeah, so maybe.
Should we play it as we go to break here in a little bit?
10 o'clock kickball start. That's 7 o'clock prime time. Maybe you are on TV in L.A.
They got lights out there for you guys?
Yeah, not a lot of really good lights.
Exactly. Somebody gonna get hit with the ball.
Yeah, I mean, if it gets, the problem
Maybe
is it gets into the lights. I mean, some of these are tough to make plays. At 10 o'clock, Withrow and I are going to start drinking at 9 before the game, too. There's no telling what's going to happen out there.
Well, there is that.
Yeah.
At least everyone involved knows.
Wild pitches.
On the front end.
Yeah, right. We'll see how it goes.
So if I went and played and I was sober, I'd be the only sober guy?
No, there would be sober people, but you would be the only sober one probably between me, Chad, and you. And knowing you would not be the only sober in one of that crew, so.
Hey, Michelle.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are you?
What's up?
Good.
Nothing much. I caught the tail end on this calendar that you're doing. And I'm thinking Blaine Bishop needs to be in there with some skin showing somewhere. And body paint and Blaine Bishop, that's like Jack and Coke, ain't it? And I'm going to have to give your rap song like a 1.5 or 2. You can try to say too much in 30 seconds. Oh, the guy was cramming a whole lot in there and all of that, and I didn't hear TSU at all. So I'm going to have to knock him down. Maybe on the redo, on the mulligan, he can throw a Big Blue in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I agree with that.
Michelle, I meant to ask her if she'd be in the calendar. We need some women.
With the body paint, right?
Body paint and Blaine Bishop is like Jack and Coke. It might be the greatest line ever uttered on this show.
Nice.
Alan in Bowling Green next up. Alan, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? I think it'd be interesting to have Art and a security guard get up arresting parking lot John for public intoxication. And
that's
on the song, I'm a musician. I'm not a big hip hop fan, but I'd still give the song a 9 because my 4-year-old twins were in the back. Just as soon as it came on, they just started dying laughing. So I'd have to. My kids, I got to give it a thumbs up. So there you go.
Hey, Alan, we're hosting Western Kentucky tomorrow at Jed's. Come on down.
Oh man, I wish I could. Represent Big Red Nation well, the alma mater.
Big Red and the Western Kentucky cheerleaders will be there. Willie Taggart, Ray Harper, some administrators from Western Kentucky, and us. We're going to be tailgating for the thing from 3 until 6 at Jed's tomorrow. Come out and see us and see Big Red. Big Red's got mad interview skills, too. I can't wait for the one-on-one. We're going Barbara Walters on Big Red. Find out the gender.
We're going to break him.
Or it.
Mike Wallace.
How do you know? You don't know it's a him.
Oh,
the interim AD told us. We don't know.
That's right. It could be.
Take his head off, are you?
All right, so we're going to play the song again when we come back?
A lot of people saying it's like computer generated.
Well, I mean, certainly. I mean, a lot of
music sounds kind of crazy. They don't like it.
Most popular computer generate the songs. Like, I mean, there's a lot of guys who owe their entire career.
Yeah, like that chick that sang Friday.
Rebecca Black.
Yeah. Computer generated.
She's actually even worse singer than she appears to be. All right, let's hear it as we go to break. And
No. Let's play it when we come back.
Oh, okay. And we also got to play Ryne. This is going to be an unbelievable final segment.
It is. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Wendy Sports Venue, you know when it's real. Hockey tonight. Blaine's watching non-Preds playoff hockey. I'm proud.
Yeah.
Fun.
That was last night.
Not tonight. Panthers and Devils tonight on NBC Sports. NBA. Heat, Celtics.
Oh, I may watch that a little bit.
Hornets, Warriors. Getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, I'm not watching that.
Prime time with Chad Withrow coming up next. 10 questions, 20 answers. 6 o'clock, NASCAR Live. Trying to expand the process. All right, 3HL song. A lot of people wanted to hear this again, and we're curious to know what you think. Give it a 1 to 10 and shoot us an email, 3HL@1045thezone.com, or hit us on Twitter at 3HL1045. This is William Conwell, Juggernaut 24 Entertainment. Check it.
3HL 1045 in the zone, we're going live on the air from 3 to 6, 3-hour lunchtime, make a wish. Play gon' cause some controversy, and Brennan's the mayor. Blaine is the former Titan, so you better keep it there. Got fans from all over, but Ryne in Tennessee. Just pick up the phone and call in if you disagree. It's about to go down, so you just listen up. Play Brent Blaine, 3HL, hold your 3 fingers up. Ay. Beating like percussion, what's the topic of discussion? Whether it's about the CBS or NFL concussions, 3HL, they got it covered. Stories they uncover, JT keeps it all together. It's like 3HL forever. Oh, listen on the radio, follow up on Twitter, 3HL, they in the zone, taking all the heavy hitters. Shout out Bendy and the Commodores, UTK the Power T, and Blu-ray the Nation. Sports is king, bow down your majesty. 3 p.m. the wait is over, 3HL is taking over. Buckle up your safety belt till the show is over. They gon' give you everything until they think you've had enough. Number 1 sports talk in the nation, but got 3 fingers up. Hey.
What do you think?
If we're rappers, then we also have haters. And this would be a hater. This is the call that began the show, followed by, well, you want to give the first call first, JT? This was Ryan from Memphis.
Out of nowhere.
This
is like standing in the corner ready for the fight, and you get jacked before you even know there is a fight.
By your guy in the own corner.
Yeah.
Just personally for Clay Travis. Clay, I'm a huge fan. Clay Travis, I have only one thing to say, and then I'm going to hang up and listen. I would like to personally thank you for allowing me to write my book, Say Goodnight Cat, because at least I have the balls to be a better person than you ever will be, Mr. Travis. So thank you.
Who is this? Who is this?
Bam! I mean, just out of nowhere.
And then Ryan called back in after we tried to decipher what he had said, and this was the follow-up.
All right, let's go to line 1. I think we have Ryan in Memphis again.
Hey, how y'all doing, guys? I mean, everybody, you know what? Everybody asked me about, everybody who follows me just asked me about what did I say on the air, and I was like standing outside of a bar watching Chelsea and Barcelona take on, play in the Champions League soccer match. So I really couldn't formulate all my opinions in one swoop. But it is true. I am writing a book.
Wait, you're writing a book? I thought you wrote a book.
No, I'm writing one. It's coming out later this year. It's called Say Goodnight Cassie, which is it tells the story of the LSU Tigers, the 2011 LSU Tigers. I already signed a deal for the book in January.
Okay. Well, congratulations. So, but
all right, but you tweeted out.
Call.
Yeah, you tweeted out earlier. Let's see. You said you were going to poop on me on the air, and then so we were confused. What exactly is going on?
But you also said that Clay inspired you to write the book.
Yeah, it's kind of, I was conflicted.
The reason why I said that is because back in August of last year, one of your writers, I believe, and it was a female, she had wrote an article about the 12 quarterbacks in the SEC, which we had 12 members in the SEC at the time. But she wasn't even talking about their quarterback ability. She was talking about their looks. And I felt
the article was called "Which SEC quarterback is the hottest from the perspective of a woman." That you
didn't write that?
No, that infuriated you.
Yeah, because
you were just furious. You just couldn't handle the idea that a girl might rank guys on how good looking they are.
Clay, I know girls gonna rank guys on how good they look.
You never look at cheerleaders and think, man, that cheerleader is better looking than that other cheerleader.
I have looked at cheerleaders. But
well, then I'm infuriated by you.
No, you're not. No, let me finish, and then I'll let you talk. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. No. Just let me say this, and I'm being very honest.
Okay.
I know a lot of girls who know a lot about football, who know a whole lot more than I do. In fact, the girl who I named the book after, Cassie Roberts, probably knows a lot more about football than you ever will know. And it's infuriating to me. The reason why I found it infuriating is because not all women, even though women do rank guys by hotness, for a sports blog, having something like that on the blog, having something like that on a sports blog, it's just going to make people think, oh, women don't know anything about football. I've talked to a lot of girls.
You think that when somebody saw that, they thought, this is a representative of all women everywhere.
No,
and
that's what inspired him to write this book.
That inspired you to write the book? The ranking of the hotness of the male quarterbacks?
Yes. I mean, you're not even talking, like, and the girl who I named the book after, Cassie, she even told me this. She said, look, I don't care how ugly that quarterback is, looks-wise, if he can throw a rope, if he can throw a football 30 or 40 yards, he has my support. And I think that.
And you think other women out there saying, I want the better-looking quarterback who loses as opposed to the ugly quarterback who's good.
That's not what I'm saying. It's like that column right there, it just shows stupidity. That was the reason why.
But it's the purpose of the column is
show stupidity. Is that what you said?
The purpose of the column is a girl decided that she would rank, like guys rank all the time, the hotness of cheerleaders or the hotness of different campuses. She said, I'll rank the hotness of SEC quarterbacks, which honestly is actually a subtle play upon men ranking women based on their attractiveness. You see, it's like spinning the other side of the coin.
I'm not dumb, I'm not dumb. But that one column.
That entire column motivated you to write a book.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's a positive thing that we could take.
I'm glad that we were so inspiring to you.
Thank you, Ryan. Ryan in Memphis, if you need him.
Remember when I said before, the scary thing about dumb people is that the dumbest of the dumb people think that you are the one who's dumb. This is what's scary about our country. The dumbest people out there right now in your world, y'all know what I'm talking about. When you hear the dumbest people talk, they don't understand what you're saying, but they think that you are the dumb one. Think about how scary this is. Imagine if a guy like Ryan from Memphis had the nuclear codes right now. Like, can you imagine what he would do? Because he would think that Iran posted on his message board.
Well, let's don't think that.
If countries had
good point.
Let's don't think that. Let's go way off the cliff.
If countries had Facebook walls, Ryan would be at war with every single one of them, and they wouldn't have even been trying to go to war with him.
Tiffany writes on Twitter. You can follow us and communicate anytime with us there at 3HO1045. What about females who tweet we're worthy should totally be in the calendar?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think we found out here that we have a lot of people who want to be in the calendar.
Moochie in Smyrna. Hey, Moochie.
I want to comment on that song y'all just played.
Yeah, man.
I think it was pretty tight, man. I think it was dope.
I agree. Thank you, Moochie.
Yeah, it was tight. Was it a little too long, though?
Maybe. Ryan in Smyrna. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, I was thinking the song was a little too long. I didn't really like it, and I rank it 1 out of 10.
1. People all over the board.
So David was a 5?
David is on hold and waited a long time. David, we are very sorry that we didn't get to you. Please call tomorrow. We'll jump in the front of the list. Ferris as well wants to have a civil conversation about UT with Clay. I really want that conversation to take place. Call tomorrow. And Larry and Franklin, we appreciate you calling. Call tomorrow. We're out of time. Unless you want to talk to Chad Withrow, who will have
civil conversations with everybody.
Several answers for you and a couple of questions. Thanks for listening. Thanks for all the participation. Back at it tomorrow, Western Kentucky Day at Jed's, 5:30. We'll be there 3 to 6 later.
You so dumb.